everyone, welcome to Trending Topics Live, our new video series. I'm Alex Kozbunarova, your host. The COVID-19 situation caught us all less prepared than we wish we were. And while some people and businesses panic, others take time to reflect on the situation, there is also the group of people who make quick decisions and act on them. This is the case with all the people who started hackathons throughout Europe, fighting the corona crisis and all its consequences. This is also the case with Hack the Crisis at Bulgaria, the biggest ever hackathon that has happened in the country. 850 participants, 111 projects, 25 finalists, and 7 winners. And that's why I have invited today Todor Gigilev, one of the main suspects for this whole situation. He's also entrepreneur and part of Power of PG, and we're going to talk about hackathons, what happens after hackathons, and why they're important. Hi, Tosh.
Hey, hello, and thanks for the invite. And yeah, it was a crazy hackathon. And actually, it was not a single event, but actually, we continued the initiative. Why? Because hackathons are important things for generating ideas, but our concept is fighting the corona crisis. So ideas cannot solve the crisis. It's tangible results, it's working projects and strong teams that can solve it. So what we did is we actually did one weekend where we had 850 participants. They came out with 111 submissions. And then we told the teams that 15 of them received like a small 1,000 price, like 1,000 leva. But then we told them, look, guys, there are already bigger organizations that want to sponsor you to make your idea, to bring the idea to reality. So what we did is we organized a demo day, which was 2 weeks after the initial hackathon. And then we showcased 25 of the most tangible and viable ideas. And it was also ideas that could survive through the COVID and then bring value to the people even after the crisis. But it was also, most importantly, projects that were fighting against the consequences of Corona. And I'm super happy that we've got 25 teams that continue working even today. And we managed to identify 7 of them that progressed really fast. And we've got even Milan from the CEO Angels Club in Bulgaria. And I asked like Milan after the event, like, Milan, what do you think about the teams? What do you think about the ideas? Is it just like a mediocre ideas or teams that just decided to show up? And he said like, no, not really. It's tangible ideas. And they plan to invite several teams, like 3-4 teams to the Angels Club pitching event. So he will meet them with the business angels here in Bulgaria, which is really great. And honestly, I was looking in a couple of the ideas and I was thinking like, wow, I would invest in this myself.
Okay, can you share a bit more details about those ideas? And also you had like 3 categories. One was help the business go through the crisis and beyond. One was about communities and one was save lives, if I'm not wrong.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. And thanks for the support and for the coverage actually. And trending topics was like an integral part of the whole hackathon. And yeah, thanks a lot for the support, guys. And yeah, it was three categories, and we saw that people really want to save communities actually. And there were many people that wanted to save like people that are in trouble, like families that are in a bad financial situation, or elder people, or people that are coming from the disadvantaged society, like minorities. So yeah, people were really caring and people really wanted to solve such problems. And it's really interesting that not all of the ideas were tech related, but during the time of the hackathon, these people managed to find co-members, and they brought in tech expertise, which made their ideas and projects more sustainable and also digital, and being able to bring them to not only here in Bulgaria but also go international. We also had like projects like, for example, AI for lung screening, which was a completely digital idea. And then this digital idea was able to like analyze like AI and machine learning engine that was analyzing the X-rays of the lungs, and then being able to recommend certain things to the radiologists, which was really a unique idea. And we've got both the Bulgarian team behind it was actually partly Bulgarian, partly German, because we had one expert who was an IT in a medical organization in Germany. So yeah, we could see such kind of innovative ideas as well.
Well, that's actually super cool because those kind of initiatives and hackathons have the potential to bring together people from really different communities, bring together uh, software developers with doctors. And I think that was the case with that, right?
Yeah, actually, our focus was to enable this kind of social innovation. There is one book which is very interesting. It's called Social Innovation for Social Change, or sorry, system thinking for social change. And it says that in order to bring positive change in society, you need to bring like the experts from different fields, band them together with other experts, make them work with the NGO sector and the government and the business, and then you can create something big. So what we did is actually we brought experts from legal, from finance, from healthcare, medical, IT, and many others. We organized a Slack room where people could search for co-members. So there was like 1 week before, like 4 or 5 days before the hackathon, we've got a room full of 800 people who are saying like, hey, I have this idea, but I'm lacking this kind of expertise. I want legal advice. I want IT help. And then people were grouping and creating teams. So this was forming the teams by experts. Then we've got the second stage, which was bringing in the business, and not only business, but also medical and like people that are already quite advanced in these fields. So these were the mentors. So mentors were mentoring. We've got more than 40 mentors during the first hackathon, and they continued helping even after the hackathon. And even the winning team is composed of people that formed their team during the hackathon. Then one of the mentors joined the team and he's actively working there. Thank you, Desi. And and they won the prize. So We Care actually won the major prize, and then they continue working very strongly. And thanks to the mentors, thanks to the people in the team, they already have more than 800 requests from families which are in hard situation, and they will ship 4 types of packages to them. So it will help them with healthcare, help them for their kids, food, or detergents and things like this. So these guys are doing like great job, and in 2 weeks they managed to scale the whole operation, get companies like the shared drive service in Sofia to give them cars for free. They have volunteers bringing these boxes around. They have big companies that help them, for example, Ficusota with giving them detergents for free. And yeah, it's really wow. And now we're trying to help them, link them up with a speditor company. And if they can help send the packages for free to the countryside. So yeah, let's see how it goes.
Wow, that's actually great achievement for less than how many? Is it 3 weeks? I think it's 3 weeks, right?
2 weeks,
From birth.
2 weeks, 2 3 weeks.
Two,
Yeah.
actually two. Okay, right. But in such a situation, I would expect that most of the people don't really come from business background, and a lot of the ideas are rather non for profit by design. But as far as I remember, one of your criteria for selection was that these projects are viable businesses and can live after the crisis too.
Yeah. Actually, this was really cool because we managed to get people from the NGO sector who've seen like many interesting social ideas not going to fruition because they don't have a business model. It doesn't mean that these organizations need to be profitable and distributing profit among the team members, but it means this social activity needs to generate revenue and be able to pay for people that are employed in the business. Because if you want to achieve big results, you need to create something sustainable. And if you want it to be sustainable, you need to be able to put people on full time working in this social cause. And we've got great feedback from one of the organizations, and they said like bringing in business people as mentors and jury, giving feedback on business models, on cash flow, on financials, on things like this is really, really helpful, because we've got many people with ideas, but they usually skip this step. They make a very good concept design on how to help people, and unless they add this extra layer of sustainability, it's really hard to create something that will continue even after the crisis.
So the great news is it's actually not the way it looks for me. Usually it's one weekend of enthusiasm and then everyone goes home or to their normal job, and we forget about the project. What is actually the role of hackathons, and what's the impact of hackathons, and especially in this situation right now?
Yeah, I would say that hackathons are usually more about bringing fresh ideas. So, for example, Dreamix is working with, so I'm the CEO of Dreamix, which is a product software development company. And we're working with ProSieben together with our partners from Bika. And for example, we're organizing a hackathon which will bring new ideas for digital entertainment. And this hackathon is solely to source new ideas by experts in the creative and design field and gaming field. And then these ideas are sourced to the product managers in ProSieben, and they will decide whether to implement them or not. So this is the standard case. We've got other hackathons that are bringing like innovative technologies, again, like idea propositions, like, for example, a company wants to innovate and they don't know what are the new trends in AI, machine learning, or whatever. So they will bring experts from the tech field and they will make like these kind of concepts. And then after that, the company choose whether to implement or not. Here, the case was a bit different. And honestly, if we didn't have these such kind of results, I wouldn't be standing here, because what I was telling the actually the whole organization which is behind the whole event, so Power of BG, and I was telling the guys in Power of BG and also all the volunteers that joined that if we just make a PR thing in a single weekend, it's a big shame, because there's so much positive energy. It's so many people that joined in to help. It's so many resources. Like we managed to raise like 30K in like no time. And if it's just PR, it's not something really of interest, because we're not solving problems. And Power of BG, Power of Bulgaria, it's quite a unique organization. It actually is it's like an informal organization of successful entrepreneurs that also have high social values. So these are people that are really good in what they're doing. Most of them already have successful exits behind their backs, but at the same time, they're thinking how to impact society in a positive way. And it's an invite-only community, and also people there are forming like new businesses, new initiatives, and that's how we started doing the hackathon. And the whole idea was, how do we bring in expertise, knowledge, money on the table, and help create real solutions that are sustainable along the way.
I actually had one question from the audience that was related exactly to Power of BG, and I was about to ask you later about that. But since we are on the topic, what are the goals of Power of BG, and where do you see that? It's kind of informal network as far as I understood. Where do you see it in 5 years from now?
Yeah. So first of all, the strategic goal of Power of BG is to situate Bulgaria as the center of innovation in Eastern Europe. And I would say that all of the countries in Eastern Europe are doing great. but we want to establish like a center, a go-to place, because let's face it, our region is not as big as Central and Western Europe. We cannot compare with MENA region, with the US, but at the same time, like country by country, but at the same time, when we unite the countries, we can provide quite a lucrative offer to VCs, to investors, to innovators, to corporates. And we believe that Bulgaria could be this center because we're quite social, and also we're really open in working with the other countries. We've got good track record of Bulgarian companies having their offices also in Romania, in Serbia, in Greece, in Macedonia, in Turkey. So we want to establish Sofia and Bulgaria as the regional center for innovations. Why do we want to make the whole region more innovative? Because in times of crisis like this, the countries that are innovative or the people that are innovative, they manage to find new solutions and come out of it really well. I was listening today a new TEDx by Ray Dalio, and you know he's like a very big figure, and he will think exactly the same. People that know how to innovate, they always find how to get out of hard times. And just the opposite, if we're not digital, if we're not innovative, if we just stick to the old means of doing business and living, then we would come back from the crisis like it will take us like many years. And if we're innovative, if we jump back on track faster, then we'll be able to recover in terms of months, not years.
This all sounds great. What do you think will be the impact of the 7 projects that won prizes and the 25 finalists? I don't know how many of them will continue developing their projects, but based on your feeling and assessment, will they really have an impact on the way the economy will recover and the societies will live through the crisis and after that?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they will, because we already see, for example, the winner We Care, they are already helping families. Then we've got the Fit at Home, which is one of my favorite projects. So they're helping people stay healthy at home, and they also give employment or help people that are usually self-employed as instructors, is to teach people from their homes, and it also gives them this easy revenue stream rather than making an instructor, like a fitness instructor, managing like payment terms and things like this, which is really hard. And then we've got e-notary, which is like the notary services currently are like very restricted, and these guys want to make it more digital. And for example, I know that in Austria and that in Germany, the notaries are already digitalized, or at least some of them. And then we still don't have this one in Bulgaria. And I believe that's a great niche. And the team has all the capabilities to solve this problem. And it's something which is really viable as a business as well. And then we've got Art Republic, which is helping independent artists being able to again have a revenue stream, and which is really crucial because, as Sasha Bezukhanova said, artists are the people that will give us hope to go through these hard times. Otherwise, yeah, people who don't have hope, they're in deep trouble. So I believe that these projects will be able to survive and go further. At the same time, I'm pretty sure that most of them will change a bit.
Right. And there is a pan-European hackathon coming up. And you told me prior to that conversation that you are preparing the Bulgarian team, kind of. I'll ask you, how are you preparing those teams on the one hand, and also what are the chances for the teams participating in such a pan-European initiative? How is that different than local ones?
Yeah, indeed, the two directions that the teams are taking right now is part of the teams are going through the network of MoveBG, and then MoveBG will provide them with even more mentorship from professionals, and they have already established system where you enroll and you book an hour with an expert. So that's thanks to Move BG. And also it's Sasha Bezukhanova that gave this vision. Hey guys, let's prepare some teams to go on the Europeans of hackathons or the European challenge for creating solutions to problems. And so after 2 weeks, we'll be having the European hackathon, which will be like a massive one. They would expect something like 5,000 participants or so. And then it will be on the week of 25th and 26th this in April. And what we want to help is actually prepare and help teams to participate and be more productive. So we'll be organizing a series of webinars where we'll be telling people how to be better in pitching, how to be better in creating their videos, how to be better in showcasing their ideas, and also connect them with the right people who can give more expertise in what they're doing. And I believe that these skills are crucial because I'm pretty sure that many of the participants saw this positive vibe of how you solve a problem, how to be thinking like an entrepreneur, because at the end, entrepreneurs are solving problems. And we'll see many people becoming entrepreneurs in one way or another.
Oh, what a beautiful ending. Well, Toshko, thank you for that. I hope to hear more news from all the teams and how they develop, why not investments and like European wins. I know you're preparing them for the win. Yeah, thank you for that and for organizing the whole thing and looking forward to more news.
Yeah, and thanks a lot for the great support. Trending topics, you're great.
Yay! Thanks, bye.